Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm King Posh and today we're looking at this Porsche Taycan. Here is my share code for it. Got it? Great. And this is my S1-900. I just got done making my A800 all-wheel drive drift tune, and I'm showing you guys this one. This one, however, instead of having 750 horsepower, has 1,893 horsepower. So let's get into it, show you guys the build, the tune, and take her outside for a little spin. Alright, so we've got the 1,893 horsepower. Alright, all out of a electric motor. Now, as you can tell, once you press for this right here, there's usually another option right in between these, and that goes away once you go with the higher engine. I also want to point that out because on the A800 there's two different ones in there. Either way, moving on, we have a non-adjustable in the front, so stock in the front. We do have a race spoiler in the back. All right, all to keep it with all that power and weight and keep it at the S1-900. And I just blacked out the spoiler back there. All right, so I can just forget that it's there. But it looks good on there. I'm not going to lie, it does. It looks good. Either way, we got the snow tire compound on there. All right, we got stock width in the front and stock width in the rear. All right, we are running a heavier rim on this thing. So we have the Ashanti AF 118s on there, just so we could have all that power and keep it down in that S1 range instead of, going up to S2. All right, I want this thing to be usable. Either way, we got the track width maxed out in the front and maxed out in the rear. All right, we got a race driveline, and we got the drift differential. And then, of course, we got the drift springs and dampeners, anti-roll bars for the front, and anti-roll bars for the rear. No roll cage, and it's as light as possible. So by using those heavier rims, I was able to put the race weight reduction in there and save 1,163 total pounds. So there's that. And there's the build. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Car mastery for this thing. They definitely want you to go sideways with this thing. Now let's look at the tune and show you guys what I did to this thing. Now the acceleration top speed, I'm telling you what, stuck to your seat acceleration all the way to 9.5 miles per hour. Just kidding. It goes a lot faster than that. It actually goes 230 miles an hour, to be honest. Either way, we got 55-55. Alright? And this second gear goes to exactly 230 miles per hour. I made sure I put a straight tune on this first, worked the gearing, and then I really dug into the tune. Alright, here is the alignment. It is exactly the same as my A800. Same exact alignment. It works for both 750 horsepower up to pretty much 1900 horsepower. Alright, anti-roll bars are just there for show, so 1 and 1. Alright, springs are as soft as you can go and then as high as you can go. That's what I did to this one. Alright, I wanted to let the body roll to maximize the slide. Alright, dampening is 20, 1, 20, and 20. Alright, there is downforce in the back. I took the little dot there and put it all the way down the speed and called it good. And it works phenomenal. Braking is just 50 and 100. Why not? And then differential is a little different from my 750. My 750 horsepower the balance is at 71%. This one is at 98% to really get that back end to really slide out hardcore for you guys. So that's what I did. Let's take her outside and let's have some fun with her. Sorry if you hear a little click and clacks because I'm on a controller right now. It is what it is. And I don't know why they call this thing a turbo. I mean, they go with the name, just maybe saying that it's fast. But as I press down, as you can see, the powers everything. See boost? 0. So they put a turbo in. They have turbo in the name. If you have any idea why they did that, let me know in the comments below because there's no turbo in this car. Either way, she is wild. All right, I love this in S-Class. It is an absolute beast. All right, I had fun tuning this this car, and I've already taken it down the mountain. Oh, it's great down the mountain. Yep, it definitely hits 1.1. Well, I did it on Cloud Play, and I hit a 1.132. I'm pretty sure if I did it now, I'd get like 1.1, you know, around 50. But for Cloud Play, I couldn't complain. Oh, messed that up. I can complain about that, but hey, if you didn't know, you can make points out there. Because you can. That's why a lot of people can make 50,000 points on there. Because they go way out there. They find out where the points are, and they just go for it. But that's okay. Not a big deal. But first gear, I mean, you can just rock first gear if you want to. There's a 42 something, 42.6, I'm not sure. But you can just stay in first gear if you really want to. But, I mean, second gear is there too as well. And it works just fine. Alright, like I said, it's got a top speed of 230 miles per hour. So you're not in any risk of really redlining this thing. But as you can tell, I mean, you're going to be, even if it says, you know, 230 miles per hour. See that? I mean, there I am, 165 sideways, and I wasn't even redlining. I was close, but wasn't redlining. When I tuned this car, all I saw was 155. That was the first time I saw actually 160 plus. So, and it seems to do just fine. But like I said, it's got a semi-straight drift tune on it. So here we go. Let me just straighten myself up there. There, I am floored. I'm not touching my controller while I'm touching the throttle. But as you can tell, it drives straight. But it can still drift hardcore. With that 98% going to the rear. Sorry you see my gloves up because I'm a shark. Either way, you know, gotta rock that baby shark, you know, costume. But I don't think it really is baby shark, but I'm pretty sure that's what people call it. Either way, the thing is pretty sweet. But for being turbo, yeah, I don't see any boost. So I don't know what that's all about. You know, it's going to be like, hey, my Porsche is a turbo. Hey, dude, open up that hood. I want to see that turbo. It's just a name, man. There's no turbo underneath that hood. Oh, man, really? Why call it a turbo? It doesn't make any sense to me. Either way, it's a fun car, and it's absolutely a blast in this wet weather right now. Oh, I'm loving this thing. Plenty of power, though. Plenty of power. Love this thing. Look at the RPMs. Woo! Yeah, this thing's sweet. I really love this thing. So, yeah, absolutely gorgeous. I did my own paint thing to this thing. Painted the rims, painted the hood, painted the spoiler, and the roof is glass, so I didn't have to paint that. Tinted the windows black, and it just looks really good. But yeah, so I mean, there's my car. I mean, here, let's look underneath the hood. Well, we already know, you know, there's no turbo there, you know, no turbo in the front. Can we open up the back? And I don't see a turbo back there either. So, lies. Lies, I tell you, lies. Either way, it's a gorgeous car. It's a lot of fun. It's got plenty of power. You know, let me know in the comments below which one you like the most. You either like my S1 build or you like my A-Class build. Here, I'm going to show you guys what I have up there right now, shared-wise. Like I said, this is the Master All-Wheel Drive Drift Tune, and I have the KP Easy All-Wheel Drive Drift. Now, this thing has the same alignment. They both have the same alignment. They both drive semi-straight. All right, but this one has 750 horsepower, and this one has, you know, 1893 horsepower. So, but same alignment, it all works out. So, yeah, there's that. And then I have this that I'm currently working on. It's an absolute blast. I'll take it out right now. I mean, as you can tell, it has a 0 to 60 in 2.3 seconds. It's got a 671 horsepower engine in there. But like I said, I'm working on it. But I'm willing to let you guys at least, check it out when it's driving. It's a lot of fun. So you can see it also looks relatively close to the S1 build, except it has the the race spoiler, if you want to call it, in the front. Just give me the extra downforce while I'm on the dirt. But yeah, that's about it. So we can take that out. And it's got the mid-grade, is what I'm going to call it, the mid-grade engine option. So you can pack more into it. But it seems to really turn really well. I mean, but it's got off-road tires on it. It's not meant for the pavement. It's got off-road. It's meant for the off-road, but I mean, we can take it here. All right. It's raised up. It's got soft suspension in the rear. As I can just show you guys. If you really want to know, this is what I'm running. See, I got a top speed of 175.5. I found that to be the sweet spot for this vehicle, especially just on pavement. And as you can tell, there's the gearing that I came with. It doesn't go all the way to the end. All right. It has like a top speed of 180 something, 81 or yeah, about 81.6 or something like that. Brought it down a few. Seemed to be doing fine. As you can tell, this is a very simple alignment. I use these same camber alignment for my drift tune, but yeah, so a little different. But anti-roll bars maxed out. Springs are 400, 350. I always make sure I have an inch more in my rear, and that's for when you're taking jumps. All right, because your back end usually hits the hardest at times, and that just smooths everything out when you have an inch more ground clearance than your front. So learn something there if you ever want to rally tune your cars. Dampening, I have 3, 3, 2, and 2, and this seems to really just smooth out the car. Aero, this is what I came up with just to do the top speed, whatnot. There's really no signs to that. I have 200% pressure. That's because we're off-road. We need that extra locking of the brakes and get those tires to really dig into the ground, gravel, whatever you want to call it. And then differential, I didn't touch any of this stuff yet, but this was at 60%. I brought it down to 57%. I really like 57%. I run 57% a lot on my rally off-road builds, but that's what I have right now. But it's not shared yet. There's no share code for it. I'm not sure if I'm done with it yet. I kind of want to take it out and test drive it on a race first before seeing how it is and seeing if it needs tweaked or whatnot. But it does fine. It really does. It just really screams at you. So yeah, but as you can tell, it just bounces real easily with that the back end being an inch higher. It's great. It lands. It's ready to go. All right, very controlled. Oh, look at that! Oh, right into the ground. See that? You got to watch that back end. But it keeps it at. It keeps it going. Oh, there was a little bit smoother there. Oh, I love this thing though. Lots of power. Super fun. Look at that, we're going 100 miles an hour right there. Am I going to hit a building? No. Oh, look at that landing. Oh, that was beautiful. That was exactly what it was supposed to do. So yeah, absolutely beautiful. Great brakes. It stops pretty quickly. Love it. And that's on pavement, We're off-road here, up to about 100. It stops very quickly. So, you're not flying off the track with this thing. And it's quite quick. It's just loud. That's all. It's that electric turbo. But yeah, plenty of power. Gets you up the hills. 157. Stops pretty darn quickly. Not too bad. You can see that whole strip right there. Not too bad of stopping. You know? Where did we stop at? Yeah, right at like the beginning. It took that whole stretch. But hey, not too bad on pavement. So that's what I'm working on. That's what I'm working on next. It's an absolute blast. I can't wait to take it out and actually test it against other racers, and then I can do some final tweaks of this car and share it. But hey, let me know in the comments below what you think of my rally setup so far. I'd love to hear it. Either way. And if you have some really good differential for all-wheel drive for racing, I'd like to know it too. I don't really tune a lot of off-road vehicles. I kind of just get them to get by. I'm more of just a drift tuner. But hey, I'd love to hear it from you guys. You know, and maybe I might feature it one day. But I usually just show drift tunes. I rarely show my rally builds, my race tunes. Every once in a while I show you guys a race tune. But it, you know, like I said, I just do the bare minimum to get by, to get the race done, and call it a day. You know, it is what it is. You know, fly through the Forzathons as quick as possible, get the cars, get them tuned, test them, share them, make a video, get it out there, go to the next vehicle. That's pretty much what I do. But yeah, I'll be keeping this for now as a you know, a rally car until I can actually get to use it and try it out and see if it's any good. Not sure yet. But hey, you guys got the build, so you can even, you know, put it on yourself and tweak it yourself, and yeah, you got something good there. Either way, well, hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely hit that like button, and I'll catch you guys next time. When will that be? Next week. All right, guys, peace out.